How do we access the receptive and more feminine qualities of our energetic intuitive awareness? What exactly does that mean, and how can we sense further into that? All great questions. Let's get into it. Aloha adepts and initiates. Welcome back to today, day 19 of Applied Intuition. We are rounding things up on the second day of our energetic intuitive talents and awareness, and coming closer and closer to the end of our 24-day experience. Now, that's not going to be the end all of end all. As we come to a close on day 24, I'll be taking the rest of the month off and then transitioning then into the actual Applied Intuition coursework. Now, this is going to be something that's very specific, tailored to our intuitive talents. Now, as we discussed, we've got these four general areas: primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary. And when we actually start to combine these in our primary and secondary, for example, me as an energetic kinesthetic has a very specific skill set that is involved with this. And so this is effectively a 3-month course that dives deeper into all of this. And then in the last month of work, so first month 1 and 2 is all about that more collective work in those fields. And then we actually get into the nitty-gritty in month 3, where we actually go into your specific intuitive talents and what that looks like in terms of those abilities and capacities. For now, though, let's refocus our attention, or at least I will, and then go back into day 19, the second day of our energetic intuitive talents. Now, as we have thus far looked at the receptive and projective pieces, today we're going to be focusing upon that receptive aspect that allows us to accrue or to bring in higher amounts of frequency, which is specific to our own higher self. And in doing so, being able to build up, to be able to restore our own body, our emotions, our mind, and be able to build up to a certain degree amount of energy. And this energy is something that we can utilize in new and renewing ways. This is called a 6-pointed breath. And what we're going to be doing is looking at effectively this spot. So here's our heart center. Here's throat chakra, right between, just behind the breastbone and just beneath our collarbone. So part of that is an area which is our 8th chakra. Now, this goes into almost like a battery that allows us to bring in our own vital or life force energies. Now, the thing about that is that often it is very much like a cell phone. We'll build up and recharge to a certain degree. However, if you've had a cell phone for more than a year, right, we start to see a diminished return on that. We can charge for 4 hours. It holds a charge, just not very long. What we're going to be doing is effectively going into what's called a 6-pointed breath that allows us to create what I identify as a closed loop circuit. Now, this allows us to bring in our own life force energy and to not just rebuild within inside of ourselves, to actually supercharge our cells. And so what we're going to be doing in a moment is going through our process and our protocol. And once we get through those initial aspects to connect, to center, and to cohere, then we're actually going to create. And that creation is going to be almost like a microgrid. We're going to envision a sphere of energy above and below us by about 3 feet, to the front and to the back of us by about 6 feet, and to the left and to the right of us by about 6 feet. What we're going to be doing is we're going to go through a slow breath pattern. With each and every breath in, we're going to focus upon a spark of energy coming from that sphere, the 8th chakra point, and shooting in all 6 directions: above, below, side to side, front, and back, on our breath in. On our breath out, that energy redoubles, coming back into our center point, and in doing so, beginning to supercharge us. And we're going to go through a few rounds of this, allowing that energy to redouble, to return, to reclaim that. And as we do, we are able to receive that energy, which is in and of itself our own. And because it's uniquely our own frequency, we're going to have sensations around that. And that's going to be something really great to tune into. Because as we do, we get more familiar with the frequency that is specifically our own, and how to better discern the other energies we may be getting entangled with. Ready to get started? Let's do it. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is, in a moment, closing our eyes and beginning with our breath. As we do, we want to first and foremost set our intention to be able to connect more deeply and profoundly with ourself, our higher self, if you will, through our 6-pointed breathing pattern. Join me now, why don't you? Go ahead and close your eyes and allow yourself to breathe normally, to breathe naturally, to breathe into this moment, fully into the here and into the now. And as you do, just allow yourself to become aware of the movement and passage of breath. Simply observing and witnessing. And notice now as our breath begins to settle, that our body as well begins to enter into a state of ease and relaxation. Allowing yourself to feel more fully into the field of your own energy and frequency. Knowing that all sounds and sensations are just simply part of this experience. Quietly now within inside of yourself, simply reaffirm your intention to connect more fully with your higher self, to bring back into your body your own frequency. Now, imagine, if you will, or simply intend, that above and below by about 3 feet from your body are spheres of light. A white golden light that is radiant as it is beautiful, powerful as it is profound. Now notice to the left and to the right, to the front and back by about 6 feet, also are these radiant, luminous lights of energy, of frequency. Observe now within inside of yourself one final globe of light. That this sphere exists behind your breastbone, just slightly beneath your collarbones within your body. Feel its energy, sense its frequency. Taking a moment just to tune into the energy and encryption of this sphere. Now, holding this intention in mind, heart, and in body, breathe out, sending a spark of energy in all 6 directions. Breathe in and allowing it to return just for a moment. And let that energy, that imprint, to merely dwell within your 8th chakra point, that sphere of light behind the breastbone, within your body. Now, Breathe out, allowing that energy though just to build from your 8th chakra. Now, breathe in. Sending that spark again in all 6 directions. Breathe out. Letting it return once more back into body. Breathe in. Sending that spark in all 6 directions to pass into and through these 6 spheres of light. Breathe out. Feeling the energy of that redoubled back into your body. Breathe in. Feeling that again, surge of energy as it flows outward in all 6 directions. Breathe out. Feeling that energy return back into your 8th chakra point. Breathe in. Willing this, or simply intending for this to go in all 6 directions. Breathe out, allowing it to return, to redouble, and to be reclaimed back within your body. Continue now in this fashion, knowing that as you breathe in, above, below, side to side, front and back, this energy flows out and away. And with each and every breath out, it returns once more back fully into your body. Continuing to breathe on your own, feeling that energy as it flows. Now, in this, a closed loop circuit of energy. One that allows you to connect fully, more deeply, and authentically. To receive this energy, to allow it to return. Notice any sensations that you experience as you do. Warmth or coolness, tingling, any sensation at all. Knowing that with each and every breath you recall more of your awareness, of your attention, of your own resonant frequency. To continue to build, to accrue, and to accrete this, your own vital life force energy. Three more breaths now, allowing it to flow easily and effortlessly now, to and from, back and forth. 2 more breaths, building more energy and allowing it to dwell within this place, to occupy this space within your body. Last breath, allowing that to flow out and away. Once more, back in, supercharging this, your 8th chakra point. Now, return to a normal breathing pattern, just allowing yourself to be present within the presence of you. And when ready, please feel free to again open your eyes. Now once more to engage the world around you. Welcome back, one and all. Take a moment to check in with any sensations that you feel, anything that you noticed. And to close today out, please journal for 10 minutes on your experience, because what we want to do And one of the things we want to be able to take away from this experience is a more familiarity with our own frequency. And doing that will allow us to do incredible things as we continue with this work. For now, though, love and aloha. Take care, and ahui ho.